What's up, everyone? Another episode of Beyond the Gym Floor is here. Q&A episode. We cover only 3 out of the 10 questions that we have, but we go balls deep, which is really fun. So the end of the episode, we're going to show you guys how to audit your content, so how to review the last 9 posts on there. And if you go listen, there's a little sneaky CTA that you can get a freebie out of me and have your own content audited. So you have to listen to the end of that. You can get it for free. There's only 10 spots available. We also talk about how to transition from a job or financial backing somewhere else and going full-time with your coaching. And then we also talk about just getting distracted, how to stay focused on the task at hand that's actually going to give you the reward rather than doing shit that's not actually going to move the business forward. So we apply that to people that are new, people that are starting to get capped out and looking to scale, how to balance those. And even just sometimes it's okay to like redefine your success and be like, I'm actually really good where I am, which is an awesome place to be. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If you do want to work with us, if you're one of the million personal trainers I'm having conversations with in the DMs right now, they feel like they're going backwards, doing well at the end of last year, maybe start of this year, and you're just seeing that like it's just way harder to get clients, you're getting cancellations. We're in a perfect storm right now of like finance, public mood around spending is both really challenging. The speed of AI improvement is really challenging the market as well. And we've just gone through probably the 2 hardest months every year to get new clients. So if you're in that zone, you're not alone. But I can say that everyone's applying that is applying the content in Standout PT is growing right now. Physically growing. There's people I'm talking to that I'm like, hey, you're doing a great job just holding still, but everyone that's applying this to the T is growing. So if you want to be that person, stcfit.com, go to the Standout PT link, submit your details, and you'll get a free call with me, and I'll tell you how and what's actually involved to do that, and you can decide whether or not it's for you. But for now, enjoy the episode.
Yeah, I wonder how many, like, do you call them fake natties now? Like, you like
fat loss clients are fake natties.
If you lose, so well, where does the line get drawn? Like, if you use a GLP-1 medication to lose weight, like, are you a fake natty?
Do you care?
I couldn't care less, bro. Of course I don't care.
I think it'd be a bit hypocritical, wouldn't it? But I just like, yeah, I've heard like Modern Wisdom talked about this as well. Like the status of being in shape now is lessened.
Yeah.
Well, being lean, let's say, not being overweight, like it's lessened because of this. Just, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'd be like, oh, you did it that way.
The pendulum will swing again, man. Because you can't take the drug forever.
Yeah.
It's fine. We're in an acute period now where we don't know much about it, and then we're already seeing that like there's starting to be a like a dopamine not like I wouldn't say a reaction, but like
one I sent you was just like, you won't love your partner anymore.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Crazy,
there's a relationship between, yeah, because people are like, oh, it's mad. As people are coming off all these addictions and all this stuff, and it's like, yeah, because it's literally affecting like the dopamine production in your brain. But then what it's also doing is, yeah, it's like you're showing less or a different spectrum of affection.
Yeah.
And then I've heard stories of like, people's drive and, their motivation and their creativeness and stuff is starting to, be affected in a negative way. So I'm like, that means that it's good, like everything, for a little bit of time. Look, I'd love to blast the gram a test every week. You can't do that either, Yeah,
it'd be fun.
So it's like we're too infant in these stages for that. So then, because everyone has lost the weight, it's like when we talked about the weight loss coaches, how it's like, oh, they're scared they're going to lose their jobs. It's like, no, man, they're not learning. No one's learning anything in this way. They're just like, not hungry. So once the drugs go away, they haven't learned anything about how to manage their physique and their nutrition.
Yeah, and I just don't know if it's that good a look either. Like the eye socket sunk and that whole like...
Yeah.
Just, it's a lot, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So...
well, congrats to you and your client for being
true
natty fat loss, bro. You get extra points for doing it natty.
Yeah. To be fair,
that'll be a status thing though, to say like I didn't use anything.
I had to be clear about it.
Yeah, no, but people, like, culture-wise, that'll be a thing to say, like, I didn't use.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird, though, because everybody wants everything fast, though. So it's like, but then if you do it fast, it's like you did
cheated.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
I feel like that's such an Australian thing, too.
Yeah.
It just falls into that tall poppy, like, nah, just fucking got to work harder,
What
mate.
if you were, like, super rich and you had a chef and you had, like, a recovery chamber and you got all this DNA testing and everything, right? Let's just say. And you got written the perfect plan and you dropped weight super fast and then you, like, someone else was, like, poor and they had nothing.
Yeah.
And they lost the same amount of weight. Is that result exactly the same in terms of, like, how people would
in my
perceive...
perception or cultural perception?
No, like yours, because I believe that when people talk about, like...
You have way more friction, yeah.
You know, when people talk about performance enhancement, they talk about all these things. It's like, well, that's technically like a leverage up. Yeah, it's an advantage. It's like, where do you draw the line on advantages?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, oh, well, because, like, WADA said it's okay. It's like, we're not playing sport, bro. Like,
see, our friend got a personal chef in Thailand this week.
I did.
$250.
I know. Hey, you know, I found as well. So just going off that, so you can hire au pairs for your dog.
Yeah.
But you can also hire au pairs for people. So they look after people's kids.
Yeah. So that's what an au pair actually is.
Oh, okay. I thought they were like a dog sitter.
No.
Fuck. There you go.
I was like waiting for you to say you can do it for dogs.
Yeah, no.
And you've gone, you can also... No.
I thought an au pair was for the dog. So there you go. There's my world into... See, can you tell I've got no kids?
That's the best.
So
an au pair is like a live-in nanny.
Yeah. So my mate... 'cause they were talking about how fucking childcare is so expensive, right?
Yeah.
So he was saying he found an au pair for like $350 a week.
Weird. It's often less than that.
Yeah, and they'll pick the kids up. They'll do chores around the house, and I was like,
because it's for board.
Yeah. So I was like, I don't even have kids, and I want one.
Yeah. So if rent's $600 a week,
bro,
and you give them, like, they just need live money. You're responsible for food, all of that shit, and then they just have household duties.
I couldn't believe it.
House.
I couldn't believe it.
It's real common for, like, exchange.
Yeah.
So if you want to, like, go to Europe,
I wonder if I could get one, and they like Mav is the reason, but then I'm the reason. Like, they just look after me.
I understand.
Like, hey, can you go get me another Coca-Cola, please? Chilled, please. Like $300 a week.
Yeah. Where does it become a slave contract?
Yeah, well, Steph's like, she can't be hot.
Yeah, so not from Scandinavia.
Yeah, or not France, or
yeah, you're like not from the Mediterranean.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, that's hilarious. So you want to hear about my week? So we had our amazing week off, bruh. So you heard my voice on Thursday.
Yeah, man. I didn't know what you meant when you said you were losing your voice. I'm like, is he talking too much? Like,
yes, also that. Excuse me. So you woke up and said like your throat was all fucked up. So I had a sore throat, but it wasn't anything like what you described.
Yeah.
And then it just got progressively
I don't even reckon we hung out that much either. So
only the pod.
Yeah.
My barber had lost his voice the day before, and I'm like, I don't know. But everyone's fucking sick, man. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
All my clients, all up and down the East Coast, everyone's
just sharing the love.
Just that time of year.
Yeah.
So yeah, just progressively got worse. And then by Thursday, so I had to record check-ins after that.
Yeah, and you did you didn't record the videos for the ads? Yeah, because I was like, has he lost his voice because he's done so much talking? Because that's what I thought you said.
Well, I wrote all of that voice to text.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, I don't write I write everything myself, but I tell Manus to write it.
You speak it into existence.
Yeah.
I love
like,
that.
this is what I want it all to have. Write it for me. Change this, change this, change this, change this, change this. And it's so much quicker than typing it out. So I wrote, what have I done, like 20 modules for the course. So all of that was spoken plus adjustments.
Yeah.
Plus I had one of the days, I think I had 4 one-on-one calls. Anyway, so that was one thing. Then, what day was the computer? Friday. So car fucked up Friday morning. Tow. And then my $4,000 computer wouldn't turn on.
Yeah, it's rough.
4 hours I spent. ChatGPT prompts. I'm pretty sure I made it way worse. It's still at the shop now. I've got a call to call them back and find out how much it's going to cost me to fix it.
Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. Something else happened. I don't remember. There's obviously background shit going on for us as well. So it was just a week. It's just a week in business. And I was doing all right. I was actually doing better until I got better. I was doing well until I got better. And then I was like, had my health. And I'm like, oh, I hadn't trained. I think that was the other.
Yeah.
Like 8 days out of the gym. Wanted to do bloods and all that. Now that's delayed. And yeah, just shit week in business.
That's rough. But that happens.
Yeah. But all the work got done.
That's amazing.
We were having a conversation about that, which is the opening topic. What a fucking segue that I've just done accidentally. But before we go into that, good news is I pulled out my old all-in-one PC, and I was hoping I could get both my monitors to connect to it, and it won't. It'll only do one. But I set them up side by side, so I have a bigger screen and a side screen with the all-in-one running. And it's like, I think because I factory reset it to give it to the gym, it now runs pretty good. So it's like working fine. So I'm going to set up my sim again, dedicated, turn on. Because it takes like 10 minutes to get it all happening, move all the shit.
Yeah.
Now I'll be able to turn on, sit down, go.
Yeah.
So I'm actually like, if it costs me a couple $100, I'm like, this is a fucking win for me.
Absolutely.
Just have to put a new drive in it.
Absolutely. I don't understand how computers fuck up. Like
it was the
unless
boot
it's
drive or something.
Yeah, like
he was telling me how like, yeah, these ones are like you can get a, what was he saying? You can get a one that's like a Ford Falcon that you just never break it and it'll run forever, but it's not that high performance. And these ones are like a new electric Kia. One ding and the fucking airbags go off and everything's fucked. I'm like, but it's faster, right? And he's like, yeah,
absolutely.
I'm like, well, I want to race cars with it, so give me the good
one. I like fast.
So all's well that ends well. So it's a Q&A episode today. So I've pulled some of the best questions from Q&A. Mm-hmm. The most interesting topics that we've had over the last 4 to 6 weeks to talk about. And I think the one that I want to put at the top of the list, people work in 2 jobs. Yep. This is a really interesting conversation. Exhausted, know they need to go full-time into coaching. They're scared to make the leap. What's the actual conversation they need to have with themselves before they quit? So I've been thinking about this a lot after that conversation.
Yeah.
Because there was feedback from family. It's not safe. You don't get holiday pay. You don't get sick pay. You don't get this. You don't get that. So there's pressure on the security side.
Yeah.
My argument to that is multi-layered. One, you can get fired fucking tomorrow. You have no control over that whatsoever.
Agreed.
Especially in the current landscape.
Yeah.
What are the big tech companies, like 60% layoffs or some shit? Get heading in that direction. So your job, I don't think there's such a thing as job security. Anyway, do you?
No.
Like, would you now, being 15 years into a career, feel more secure in like a job?
You'd be on a good salary, so if they were trying to...
You're going to be on less money.
No, but if like you're 15 years in, you'll be on a good salary. Like if you need to cut corners, they'll probably move you on because you're on a...
Yeah, you're on a lot. I mean now, if like you went and got a job...
Yeah.
So like, if I was going to go lateral, I would be like, go somewhere as a broker, but I'd still do that independent. Or maybe like sales is probably...
Yeah, but that's not...
the main role.
Still not salary, really.
No, that's going to be commission and stuff.
Yeah.
So what job would we go into where you would be employable? Nowhere. Because we're not.
Yeah, I'd have to work in like a tertiary education level scenario.
So then you'd have a government job, so you would have pretty good security.
Like I'd have to work with adults though. I think I'd kill the children.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
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 But yeah, you have job security there, so that's a bit of a cop out.
Yeah, if you have a government job.
Get a government job. Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty hard to get fired from that, hey?
Well, some people do.
I still feel like there's movement and they have to find you a new job though, right?
I'd say so.
In that space.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. I just want, like, I don't know, post-COVID, etc. I don't know if I'd feel more secure if I got hired by someone.
Yeah. I can see that.
Because like, I would go to one of my mentors and be like, I want a job. Like, I'll start at the bottom. I'm doing this. Let's go.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd feel more secure in my job doing that than I do now.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
The
upside's also, like, I don't know. I don't think the other side of the coin's been looked at all, because it's always like, what if you fail? It's always negative. It's like, what if you succeed?
So that's the next step, right? So job security, I don't know if that's that much of a thing in 2026 as it was 20 years ago. Like, getting fired now is way easier, or just like the job not existing anymore.
Yeah.
But sure, maybe there's a little bit more security, and like then the argument is, well, sick leave and holiday pay.
Yeah.
We won't use this specific example, but I know that in this specific example, the hourly rate is nowhere near PT hourly rates. And I think most people that are having this discussion are not on $110 an hour in their other job.
Yeah.
So if you're on $110 an hour and you were on $35 an hour, your sick leave and your holiday pay is built in.
Yeah.
Like, if you go from making $60K to $100K,
yeah,
like, what's that, $8,000 a month? So there's an $8,000 gap for you to take your 4-week holiday. So you're still $32,000 ahead.
Yeah. You just pay your own super.
I'd take that.
Yeah.
Well, another 10%, so it's $10,000, so it's 18.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know how many sick days do you get a year these days?
2 weeks. I think it is. I think it's 40 days.
Have you tried the new Google
10 days
AI?
with no Gemini?
No, Google's now, like, not Google anymore.
Right. I have not.
So apparently, like, they're even getting rid of all the search things. So they've got this built in at the top.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
But apparently that's, like, Google's just going to be that now.
Right. No, I haven't
So
used
it just goes finds the answer for you.
Yeah, okay.
So it's only 10 days. So if you say 2 weeks.
I think is it 10 days with no certificate? Because then it accrues, your sick leave accrues over time, right? Anyway,
leave accumulates progressively throughout the year based on the hours you work.
Yeah.
Meaning you don't receive full 10 days in one hit. Unused days may carry to the next year.
Ah, right.
But there's a cap of 10.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah,
fair.
76 hours.
Yeah. It's insignificant anyway.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So again, that's at $60K. That's what, $1,600?
Yeah.
So you got 10 grand for your super. So you could basically round it to 20K. So you're still 20K ahead. If you made 6 figures as a personal trainer versus 60 in a job, you're still $20,000 ahead.
Yeah.
When you're paying yourself your sick leave and holiday pay.
Yeah.
And then factor in that more than likely you're going to make at least 50% of your income during those 4 weeks of holiday pay.
Yeah.
Which then stops that by, pulls that back by.
Do you like your fucking job too? Like,
but yeah. So then you go to job satisfaction.
Yeah.
Thank you. Which, I don't know, for me, that's a really high value.
Yeah.
I really need to like what I do.
You're going to do it for a really long time. Yeah. I agree. I think there needs to be all of those things need to be considered. But
yeah. So we've had that conversation. How do I make the leap?
You got to know what the minimum amount would be to move over, I guess, financially.
Yep.
You reverse engineer that back. Like, what does that look like in at the current status of your business?
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you charge an X amount a session and you need X amount to make the leap, it's like divide that amount by the session fee.
Yeah.
And then you're going to have, all right, I need this many sessions. And then you divide that maybe by 1.5, and that'll give you an idea of how many clients potentially, because usually the average is about 1.5 sessions per person. So then you've got a number of how many people you need to get. Where are you at right now? You might have some already. There's going to be a shortfall. You're going to have a bit of a churn, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Then you just run the numbers on the system. This is how many contacts I need. This is how many appointments I need. This is how many people I need to get in front of if I close at this rate. And then the hardest thing will be actually taking the leap, because then you'll get there.
Yeah.
And then you'll go, well, I'm making this much and I still have the job.
Yeah.
But your eyes are hanging out of your fucking head.
The lifestyle creep as well.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. You're working 6.5 days a week or whatever, and you know, there'll become a point where growth in the PT business is capped because of your energy.
Yeah.
and your time availability.
Yeah.
So making that leap, you have to make a promise to yourself that you'll actually do it.
Agreed.
Because you'll lose momentum as well.
Yeah.
Because of the energy creep. Yeah, because of the creep. You're like, fuck.
You attribute that hardness to PT, not to life.
Yeah, and when you get that time back from the job, you go, I'm going to rest.
Yeah.
not I'm going to capitalize.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, steps for me would be identify what your minimum survival income is.
Yeah.
What you need, and then you're going to build your PT business to that, and then trust yourself that if you've built your PT business to that, you can build it to the next level as well. You can keep going, especially if you free up more time, energy, etc. My advice to everyone is always, you're living off your job now, continue to live off it, and bank every dollar you make from personal training. Don't let that lifestyle creep come in where you're using your PT money and I got a new car and I spend more money during the week and all of that shit, because then it's like, well, now I'm used to living on $2,000 a week, and when I make the shift, I'm going to lose $1,000 from my normal job, and like that, it just fucking murkies the water so much. So just putting 100% of that away is awesome, and then you're going to be in one or two categories. So that minimum amount you need to make, you'll either have the time and availability to get there while you're still at the job, or you won't.
Yeah.
So we've got people that are like dropping days, so they know they make $400 a day. So it's like for every $400 of PT income, my boss has said I can drop a day, and that's fucking awesome. It's a really, really great setup to be in.
Yeah.
Most people don't have that.
No.
You've got to go or stay.
Yeah.
So if you have that, awesome. If you don't, it needs to be that money then sits there as a leap of faith moment. So the two scenarios is you either have time to make that minimum amount. So say it's $1,000 I need to live per week, including gym rent and all that shit. You either have the hours available to go make that $1,000, and that's, you just go hit that $1,000 and then you leave. Or you can only make $700 because of the time. You've got a $300 gap.
Yeah.
This is what I did to go online. I looked at it and went, I'm going to take an 80% haircut, maybe a bit more. And I've allowed, my online business has been saving in the background, which has given me, I think I had 2 months.
Yeah.
Like I got a 2-week runway to replace that income, to be back exactly where I am. And then I have 20 hours back in my week. So that's what I did. So again, if you're having all that money stored, then it's really fucking easy.
Yeah, agreed.
So yesterday we did the episode on like not writing from scratch for every single client that you have, having some kind of system in place that you program.
Yeah.
Based on client avatars and all that kind of stuff. And you ran through it for the guys yesterday, and there was a lot of comments, even not even just wide eyes of like, fuck, that makes so much more sense.
Yeah.
So what is the strategy? How did we put that together? How do you continue to evolve it? And what was your advice to the guys yesterday?
So I think you need to break up your programming into 2 categories. It is foundational things that someone must learn and possess from a training side of things. And then obviously like specificity. So it's like they're coming to you for a specific niche. So these programs need to be specific to that and really hyper specific to the person. So when we talk about foundation, it's like if you had someone completely come off the street who was the rawest of the demographic you work with. Yep. So let's say you even work with like people who've been to the gym for 12 months minimum. What if it's 12 months and 1 day?
Yeah.
That's the rawest person you're going to have. So what would you want them to have? So you'd probably still want to see the exposures to like major movement patterns to just make sure they're all in check, and see if they have the skill to control their body in certain positions and stuff, so that when you do go to throw the kitchen sink at them to drive specificity, they're not going to crumble like a deck of cards.
Yep.
So that might be a sequence of 1 phase or 2 to 3.
Yep.
Yeah, so we always
probably depends on where they are in the...
Correct.
Yeah.
So we always talk about like we built the 12 months of like hypertrophy training for a beginner, and it was like foundational movement patterns, understanding tension application, which was manipulating time and tempo so that they could move slow and learn fast and load their muscles better. And then the next phase was work capacity, teaching them to train hard. And then the next one was strength. So we know if we took someone who learned the major movement patterns, place tension on their body, work hard, and then be strong, when they get out on the other side of that, cool, your body looks like this. We're missing an X frame. You want the X frame. Cool, we need cap delts, wider shoulders, wider lats, bigger quad sweep, bigger calves, whatever. So the foundational one we're taking care of. And then on the other side of that, we have specificity. So you will have probably micro avatars within your demographic.
Yep.
I have them. I've got clients who want disproportionate lower bodies to upper bodies. And then I have clients who want hourglass, kind of physiques, like more bikini style. And then I got the boys who want the X frame. I've got boys who want massive legs and probably just raw bodybuilding style. And then I got guys who want that more classic physique. Not so much leg development, but major upper development. So again, you now have 4, 5, micro avatars there that you're going to have a idea of how to program for all of those people.
Yep.
So the training splits are going to be specific to the looks and the holes and the gaps and the things that you need to fill. And each one of those will have a sequence of phases that layer one from one to another, or they're just there so that you can pick them.
Yep.
This person needs more of this person needs that, this person needs this. You're not going to be able to write all of that in one go.
Yeah.
I think if you can get the foundational work done first, you start to attract a certain type of client because your marketing is really strong and your messaging, right? So then you're going to have this like sequence of training one after the other of the perfect client.
Yeah.
And then you're going to have other people that are going to slot right into it. Are you going to put everyone through it? No. You put the people that deserve to go, who need to.
Yeah.
And then so that people don't sit there and be like, oh, you just fucking, gives everyone the same program. You change the exercises based on the skill of the person.
Yep.
You change the volume distribution based on the characteristics of the lifter. And you can even change the exercise sequence to prioritize or deprioritize things.
Yeah.
What's really holding true is the split.
Yep.
And the intention of this is what we're trying to achieve out of the program. So when you do that, you have a library of, templated training splits that are for a certain avatar that are going to deliver a certain outcome, and then it's just on you to pick the right one for the right person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would think that if I said like write 6 months of programming for your normal client, everyone understands what the fuck that means.
Yeah.
Then even sometimes the way I've done it is like you have that client. So like we have our fitter, leaner, stronger, leaner, fitter, I think it is.
Yeah.
I wrote that for Jess. And I was like, there's going to be more of these.
Yeah.
So this is becoming the template. And it's like, did it work? Yes. It worked for Jess at this side, this fitness, this whatever. She ran a fucking 25-minute 5K, and I can't remember what the strength one was. I think we just did a push-pull, deadlifted like, I don't know, a lot, benched a lot. But I think she PB'd both lifts. Yeah. So it's like, cool, this works. Now this is saved as our go-to if you want to be hybrid athlete.
Yeah.
This is the model. So that's a way to do it as well. So we've got like a bikini one that's saved, or like a female bikini program that I refer to all the time.
Yeah, it's a micro avatar.
Correct. Yeah, and like you can accrue those over time by building them for that client, but just having in your mind, if I get this person again, I can use this system again.
Yep.
Yeah. You don't actually have to go sit down and build that out from scratch. You don't have to sit down and be like, oh, I've got a lower body focused girl that I might want to train maybe sometime, so I need to write 8 months programming for it.
If the people at home, they'll have 5 girls who all want the same thing.
Mm.
Bigger lower body, better shoulders, nicer back.
Yep.
Why would you change the approach for all 8 of them?
Yeah.
In terms of the training split, I would argue all the training splits are the same. It's just the things you're going to change are the exercise selection, the volume.
Yeah.
And the sequencing of the exercises within the session. Some people are going to need, maybe a bit of core work, bit of glute isolation, and then move into the meat nuts.
Yeah.
Some people are maybe really fucking strong and you want to do the prime movement first.
Yeah.
That's it. That's your personalization.
Yeah, agreed. Sick. All right. Coaches maxed out with their face-to-face.
Mm-hmm.
Start coming up with... I'm just going to read the question and then I want us to fuck with it.
Yeah. Perfect.
Maxed out face-to-face hours. Starts coming up with new ideas like workshops, events, side projects to try and grow their income. How do you know if it's a smart move or just a distraction from the thing that's actually working?
Yeah, so this was an interesting topic yesterday. I said this to D when we were talking. So I'm really fall victim to this sometimes where you're like, you get passionate about helping everyone and an idea pops up and you're like, I can do this.
Mm-hmm.
So then you're like, okay, cool, let's work on how it's going to go.
Does can mean should?
Absolutely. And then take it to the table and, most of the time you're like, this doesn't really kind of lean into the long-term vision of like what we should be doing. And that's usually a classic example of like people wanting to constantly try and change things up irrespective of whether things are working or not.
Yeah.
It's like the person who's growing muscle and then goes, hey coach, I want to change the program. It's like, fuck you doing, bro? Like we're making progress.
Yeah.
Like we're doing things. So I know like everyone, you can't do this job well unless you got into it to help people.
Yeah.
So when someone comes and they're not in the demographic that you work in, or they're not part of that, like, if you brought the walls in, it's like, this is where the business is going, this is who I'm helping, and this is how we're going to do it. Someone's just outside of that, you still got in to help people. Yeah. So you're going to get sucked into, oh, maybe I should do this and maybe I should do that. The hardest part is holding fucking true to that. Yeah. I don't know how many times, like, people at Steph's work ask about, oh, could Jace help me with this? And can you give me a couple of sessions? And, would he write me a program and whatever? And I'm like, fuck, I can help all these people.
Yeah.
Like, I got the most experience.
Yeah.
You and I are part of the 1% of the industry now, I would say.
If that, probably less.
Yeah, but I'm like, I can't.
Yeah.
And no, I shouldn't.
Yeah.
And that's the tough part.
Yeah.
But the reason I can say I shouldn't now is because, yeah, we're real clear on like what we're working towards and what that looks like. But if you don't really have an idea of what that looks like and you're just trying to come up with ideas because that means progression,
yeah,
man, you can get taken on a fucking wild ride.
Which we've done for a long time.
Absolutely.
I think we've fallen victim to this. And one of the things I do with my coaching, especially the guys that are a little bit further along, it applies everywhere. It's just like, I'm so analytical now, and it's got even worse since having a kid as well. Just the value I put on my time is so much higher.
Yeah.
But in general, like looking at things that a guy come to me yesterday is like, I've been prompted to buy into a gym. It's always been my dream to own a gym. And like last week, we've been fucking around with scaling this dude's business for ages. Last week, we like sat on the idea. And then a fortnight ago, come back in fortnight. So this has happened. I'm like, bro, we just had the thing. Like, we just had it. So my brain then is like, this is a huge opportunity. Get involved with the gym. It's like, there's money behind it. It all literally sounds like a really good idea. I'm like, you need to make sure that your return on this is better holistically. Passion, drive, tick the fucking childhood dream off. But also, you don't give someone a bunch of money to own a chunk of a gym and now you have a job.
Yeah.
That you make less money, are more stressed, have more time, and fucking 10x your overheads. Like that's fucking could be 100x your overheads. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it's a pretty big scale gym, supplement store, like staff, trainers. It's not a fucking studio.
Yeah, well.
So, and I did it with someone else a couple of weeks ago where it was like we were doing the should we go online or should we go face to face, and I broke down and was like, oh, online like face to face is going to cost me $15,000 a year in rent. I did the math, bro, and I'm like, to cost per acquisition of a client online right now, it's going to cost you the same, whether it's paid ads or it's rent. So what would you rather do?
Yeah,
because literally, if you break all the numbers down, You're going to end up in the same spot. So this takes this many hours to do per week. This takes this many hours to do per week. And the money is exactly the same.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, we're going online. Let's go. She's got 10 years experience.
Yeah.
Just move cities. So it was like, which direction do I go in? So I think at either ends of the spectrum, because the other thing I want to touch on with this is we see this happen with newbies as well. Like we had the conversation like, oh, I think I'm going to move gyms. Or how do I need to get on the screen in the gym, or like those type of things. It's like we're guilty of this too. Running workshops, running groups, and doing all that kind of stuff is only good if the fundamentals of the business are done.
Yeah.
So are you doing the calls? Are you good at them? Are you booking? Are you closing? Are you converting? Are you keeping your clients getting results? If none of that's happening, don't do anything else. Literally, like, don't do anything else. Yeah. Walk the fucking floor, make fucking phone calls.
Yeah.
Like, the poster on the back of the toilet is doing nothing.
Yeah, agreed.
Your cool video, like, I had a fucking mad video when it was Phoenix and on my motorbike and shit. I didn't get a single fucking client from it, man. And I'm all from phone calls and walking the floor.
Yeah.
So, I think that's important. So, this particular example is the next step where it's like, okay, I'm full. I need to make more money, but I don't know how to do that. Where we left this conversation was, and this is the exact same conversation I had with about the gym, you're looking to scale, which is the right idea. But you have to pick how you want to scale, and then you have to treat it like you're a beginner again. And I've been watching a lot of people and reflecting on ourselves. How many times are you willing to be a beginner again?
Yeah.
How often are you willing to be shit at ads, shit at hiring staff, shit at expanding, educating? Like the thing that you have to do next takes something different from you and you have to suck at it.
Yeah.
So
not many people do that.
Pick what it is and go suck.
Yeah.
And do the newbie phase again. And it's really shit.
Yeah.
You'll lose money. You'll go backwards. You'll question it. You'll do all of those things just like you did when you started. Or feel busy and stay the same. And I think what we were trying to get across to the trainer that asked this is like, you're killing it, bro. Like, you're fucking killing it. He's like, the best debits he's ever had. He's working less hours he's ever had. Go to stcfit.com/standoutpt. We'll show you how we did it. The most successful in business he's ever been has been in business for 15 years. Either say it's okay or scale. Living in this middle ground of distraction that's doing neither just makes you tired.
Yeah.
That would be my take home from that. Anything, Dad?
No, pretty hit the nail on the head. Just, I think, know what sometimes I don't know if you need to just keep pushing too. Like if if you're happy with where your business is at and you've gotten to where you wanted it to go, like maybe just optimizing what's going on in there is okay too. And I'm talking about this particular person.
Yeah.
You know, because we floated the idea of scaling in the past, and there's a bit of resistance to it, and it's because of, you know, previous experiences, which I absolutely understand that.
Yeah.
But it's like, what if you got to a great state of where the business is? What if you're happy with how everything's running and the income's good and all that? It's like, yeah, sure. There's a couple of like might be nice things, but it's like overall things are okay.
Yeah.
It's like, sweet, man, just optimize the shit out of that.
Yeah.
You know, get really clear with your messaging. Start, you know, doubling down on the ad spend and getting real clear on like what that looks like. There might become a point somewhere else down the line where you'll have an epiphany and go, it's time to make this pivot. Like sometimes, and I've been guilty of this too, is you drive so hard for something you always wanted, then you get it, and then you drive for something else that you feel obligated to push for because you got because you already hit the first one. It's like, well, hang on a minute. Do you even want that? Yeah. Like, are you just saying you want it because no scale means you're a failure? Like, no scaling means that you don't know how to run a business? Yeah. If there's no growth this quarter, you failed. But what if like your goal was always to hit an income target, live a specific lifestyle, help a specific person. Like if you're doing that, and that was the goal that you got into business for, and then you've just been pressured. It's like
by yourself, more than likely.
Absolutely, or just influenced by a world of other people just pushing boundaries that they've set goals for themselves but aren't necessarily yours. It's like, just maybe check yourself a bit.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's the take home I want for someone at that level is if you're happy with where you are, that's okay.
Yeah.
And stop. If you are, stop fucking around with shit that isn't actually scaling.
Yeah, just get real good at whatever you're doing now. Be the best at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's always improvements on how you can do everything inside what you're doing.
Yeah.
So just that's the next focus, not scale.
Agreed.
Optimizing.
Look at your metrics in terms of retention and outcomes or whatever.
And inputs versus outputs and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed. All right. Social medias used to reward more educational, polished, evidence-based content, but seems not to be winning anymore. What's changed? And what does a coach actually need to be doing right now to stand out?
Yeah, so I think like access to information has now become so easy that we don't need someone to throw it in our face.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why information doesn't necessarily land anymore. One thing I'm a educated based coach. Like, I've got a fucking degree. I pride myself on my education. Like, I think you have to have a sound understanding of what goes on behind the scenes so that you can apply it to your clients. Where I'm finding the middle ground on someone who was a great presenter on the information is you got to use your own lived experience from yourself or your clients, and then tie in the mechanism or the information into that.
You have to earn the right to tell.
Yeah, it's a story of your lived experience and presenting said information that you want to talk about.
Yeah.
You know.
What's that time say? Is it
20 seconds? 25 seconds.
Oh, fuck, okay.
This has got been a blur, just letting you know.
Yeah, I was like, is that 10 minutes?
No, it's been a fucking blur this episode.
We have 10 questions and this is the third one.
So if you're, let's do the common one. It's fucking protein, right? Everyone wants to talk about fucking, this is how much protein you need, right? So rather than talking about this is how much protein someone needs, talk about the change that giving someone a certain amount of protein did for them.
Yep.
Where were they? You know, what were the frictions? What are the things you had to overcome? What were the results? How are they feeling? And tell that story.
Yeah.
That's going to be so much more valuable than someone going, I wonder how much protein I should have. Like, they're going to go to fucking AI now for that.
Yes.
And if they're not doing it now, in 6 months' time, they're going to.
Yeah.
So, and then, like, let's be real. Every single personal trainer's made that post.
Mm-hmm.
So it's done. Now people are wanting someone with their own lived experience, connection to talk about potentially themselves or a future version of themselves. And they go, this person's the right person for me.
Yeah. I know I've probably said on the podcast before, Gary Vee talked about social media is dead, interest media is here. So people are looking at interest more than people. Yep. Our ability to repeat and nurture is gone. So we have to establish that connection every single post now, whereas before someone would follow you, know you, and accumulate that information over time. And because you've built authority with them, they'll listen to what you have to say. Now you have to state it every time.
Yep.
And whether that's, if my client wanted to lose 5 kilos, this is what I would do. Or my client who lost 5 kilos, we did this. When I lost 5 kilos, this is what I did. Like, that part of it has to be in there now. So I've got, this is coming to the new organic course on Stand Up PT. I have 5 questions to audit your social media. Look at the last 9 posts and ask these 5 questions.
Let's do it. All right.
I'll open you up. I was going to be a client, but we can throw you under the bus.
I've tried to start making content again. Not that I didn't stop making. I tried to put effort in. Did you see my carousel?
I did. I didn't reply to you like
Dude,
an asshole. It looks great.
So,
but I'm going to tear it apart.
That took me back and forth for like maybe 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I can make if you have the text.
Yeah.
Make that in like a second.
That's sick.
Yeah, I made 5.
That's really good.
I made 5 in the space of 2 hours.
That's really good.
Yeah, so it's optimize the shit out of it. Anyway, so tear it apart so that I fucking wasted my Wednesday.
All right, 3-second rule. Does your hook or opening visual immediately show who this is for and what the problem it solves? So where I'm going to go with this, so like Fat Lax update for Nathan, the visual, great. So we have a before and after with a 18.9 kilo change. Visual, fucking awesome. Fat loss phase update, strong enough. Client result, I would give that a tick. 5 mentality shifts that took my training to the next level. I would add something in or after that I would say took my physique rather than my training.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Then it's like I'm trying to connect with a physique athlete.
Yeah.
Stop getting fat. Don't get fat next build. 6 rules for a productive growth phase. Again, it's just like how I didn't get fat this growth phase, or what I do with my clients so they don't get fat.
That's so hard because I tried playing with that and the title was too fucking big.
Yeah, it's too long, right?
Yeah. So I was like, how do I get it. I absolutely subscribe to it.
Yeah.
It's finding the sweet spot.
How my clients don't get fat in their builds.
Yeah, that's probably the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is, just to be clear, this is so much easier with someone else's content. Coaches who aren't as smart as you are getting better results than you. Here's why. Again, I'll just put physique. You probably can self-coach. The question is whether you have been. You probably can self-coach your way to a great physique. The question is whether you have been.
It's just one fucking word.
Literally.
Like, how have I not...
Literally.
How frustrating is that? Now I just think that now I'm just like, oh, this content shit. So like I'm gonna just let you know though. So the currency is shares and saves. One of them got, which is abnormal for me, got like 10 shares and 10 saves. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So like but then I wonder like,
What's the next step?
No, but what if the wording was better?
Yeah, would it be even better?
And like of those 10 people that saved it, you don't see who they are either. So it'd be interesting to know if like they are like, like wanting to be meatheads or...
Yeah. So here's my take. I've been thinking about this and being really self-critical on it because obviously I'm writing an organic course for our guys, but it's biased because I I think, believe, have seen, have evidence of ads are the fucking next thing. And if you're not in it real soon, everyone's gonna be. Like everyone writes content with AI now, everyone's gonna be writing ads in 6 months. And if you're not doing it now, it's gonna be fucking harder.
Yeah.
So I understand I have this lens of ads, and a lot of people don't want to do that.
Well, I remember you saying a couple of weeks back, it probably still hasn't sunk into me because you're writing the content like it can be a standalone ad.
So that's where I'm going. Is every word that I just changed in your post means it can be a top of funnel ad.
Which I was just about to say, we can't do that right now. Or we could, but you're just going to waste.
It's not going to have the same
potentially
effect.
Could waste the
The other thing though, even if we go on organic, yes, people you will still nurture over time. 7 hours, 11 touch points, 4 platforms. The 7-11-4 rule works. Thanks Google, whatever. That's started making the rounds again. We were talking about that 5 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's being presented as it's a new thing. I'm like, anyway.
Yeah. Heard that in 2018.
Yeah. That's why we wrote all those fucking blogs. So even if you're not running ads, the number one way to predict new clients right now is conversations. The easiest way to get conversations is new follows. The best way to get new follows is to connect with your audience on the screen. So those first 9 posts matter. So if I don't know who you are, but I've seen one post that I liked, adding all of those little 1-word, 2-word tweaks to those 9 posts, my follow rate goes up.
Yeah.
So your goal, just for arbitrary, your goal is to have a 10% visit to follow rate.
Yeah.
That is only achievable if when I land on your page, it's very, very clear. Your visuals are great.
See what my I don't know if I'll be able to get it up fast enough. It'd be too boring for everyone.
Yeah, it'd be hard.
Yeah.
But so my point is, if you're even just doing organic content, you're not even thinking about ads right now, getting people to follow you, you're spending so much time trying to make your posts get new followers, right? You want eyeballs, you want all of these. That's why the vanity metrics exist. You need to actually maximize the amount of people that follow you when they get to your page.
Yeah.
And this stuff does that as well. So it's just as important from an organic strategy standpoint as it is from a prime standpoint. And if I haven't heard from Jason for 3 months because you fell out of my algorithm and you did have that post that popped with the saves, comments, shares, whatever, then you show up in my algorithm. You want that person that hasn't heard from you for a while to go, bang, that's, well, even just like, that's what Jace does.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the physique like just smashes me in the fucking face again. And if I'm in the right mind, I either do the profile visit or I start, I like it, and it all just kind of builds from there. So
yeah, I get that.
We got through 1 of 5. So you guys can do this at home. Niche alignment. Does a post directly refer back to the pain points or desires of your client? Language match. Are you using the specific words, phrases that your ideal client would use? Visual context. Does the visual place you in the arena that you work with? Really hard for online coaches.
Yeah.
It's real easy to do content at home. We've done it, like filmed in here or at your place or whatever. And it's like even the business coaching content does better in the gym. And then a you versus them balance. Across the 9 balance, is there a good balance of you versus your clients? Go through 9 posts, those 5 questions, and I've just obviously shown you what I would look for in Jason's, and we can go from there. If you want help, I'm only going to say this on this episode, and I'm only going to do 10. No more than 10. I will do a free audit. You don't even have to get on a call. I'll send you a fucking loop. And I'll do your last 9 posts. First 10 people to message me. I'll do your last 9 posts, review them, give you feedback on all of them across this.
Fuck, domains. I would want that. Can I get it done? I only got my first 4.
Yeah. And I'll do that for you. So you just have to be in my DMs to Ben Scott STC. That's going to be our CTA for the episode. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, give us some feedback. The Q&A episodes are good. We've only got 3.
Yeah, we've got to answer them a bit faster next time. Maybe next week we'll make a commitment to actually get through more than 3.
I ordered them in highest value, so I knew we wouldn't get through 10.
Yeah.
Feedback's always good. Send your questions in, topics you want. I'm rewriting the topics for next week, so hit us up because the next 4-week plan will be done. Because you should plan ahead with your content. That's all from us. Have a great week. Go kill it.
See you next time, guys.